Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm Product Development Lead for Scott's ProVista, and here we are at Scott's Research and Development Center in Marysville, Ohio. And we're going to talk about the herbicide tolerance component of our Scott's ProVista Kentucky Bluegrass. Over on this piece of turf over here, we have an elite Kentucky Bluegrass variety that was installed about a year ago. And then over here, we have a piece of Scott's ProVista Kentucky Bluegrass that was also installed about a year ago. The major thing that you can see is that on the elite Kentucky Bluegrass side, we have a whole bunch of Poa annua, and as a golf course superintendent would know, Poa annua is the bane of a high-quality turfgrass manager's existence. They're always having to maintain their turfgrass to either try and manage out Poa annua or manage to the Poa annua. Here's a great example of the Poa annua that I'm talking about, right here. There is no control for this in the background turf. Anything you spray on this will damage your background turf and you'll end up with a big dead spot. The problem with the Poa annua, not only does it look unsightly, but you can see the remnants of the dollar spot fungus here that attacks the disease. This is what causes all these increased inputs. It's that susceptibility of the Poa annua that requires all these fungicide applications and honestly increased water. There is no control for this, but this is where ProVista has a leg up. ProVista has the ability to control this weed, where in conventional turf there is no control. With Scott's ProVista, we have the unique ability with glyphosate tolerance technology to remove all of your Poa annua from your stand. And that's exactly what happened here. We came through and made a simple application of glyphosate, and we removed all of the Poa from the stand without hurting the background turf. And then we see through rhizomes, the turf will fill back in. But ProVista doesn't spend energy growing tall. We see that it spends its energy growing laterally. So repair from damage like this actually happens very, very quickly, on par or faster than conventional turf. All those other benefits, the shade tolerance, reduction in mowing, dark green turf, the density, these are only achievable with complete weed control. You can imagine that if this still had all the weeds in here, you wouldn't have any of those benefits. The beauty of the ProVista turf, especially with the complete weed control and not having any weeds in here and having the uniform stand, is that we can actually build in flexibility into the turf where you're not having to chase your mows. On the conventional side, we see that if we're not mowing every other day, so at least 3 times a week, our real mower is not able to mow that turf. In fact, we see that we can get away with twice a week mowing, if not less, on the ProVista side. So huge savings to the superintendent or anyone managing turf grass. And at the end of the day, there is no comparison.